A sword wound just vanished from a man's body in the middle of a live mystery show, and in its place was something that looked suspiciously like a strawberry. That's the moment that's been quietly circulating through Chinese entertainment feeds for the past few days, and if you caught the clip, you already sensed something about it didn't add up. I'm digging into it for Rabbit News Hallyu, because the mark itself isn't really the story, what happened around it is. Here's the setup. The show is Let the Deduction Begin, a Mango TV mystery variety format now in its 4th season, and the episode built around a missing ceremonial sword-dropped cast members Zhang Linghe, Ding Chengxin, Zhu, Liu Yuning, and Jin Jing into a case they had to solve on camera. Partway through, someone noticed that Liu Yuning's character, who was supposed to be carrying a sword wound as evidence, didn't appear to have one. Zhang Linghe's character demanded proof on the spot. Liu Yuning pulled back his collar. No wound. Instead, a small strawberry-shaped mark on his collarbone. That single gesture split the room instantly. Ding Chengxin froze, stunned into silence. Zhang Linghe did the opposite. He lit up, started celebrating, and immediately pressed for details. Same 6 seconds of footage, 2 completely different men, 2 completely opposite reactions. That gap is worth sitting with, because it's not really about the mark at all. Liu Yuning's own explanation was simple and consistent. It's a birthmark, it's always been there, nothing more to it. The clip still spun off multiple trending hashtags within hours. But here's what most of the coverage skipped past entirely. This wasn't the mark's first appearance in the show's storyline. It had already been planted, episodes earlier, as a joke nobody expected to matter again. Back then, Ding Chengxin misheard a line about strawberries from a different region as something else entirely, and Zhang Linghe ran with it on the spot, joking that someone owed Liu Yuning a strawberry. It was a throwaway bit, the kind of line that gets a laugh once and gets forgotten. Except it wasn't forgotten, because episodes later, the show handed the audience exactly the payoff that joke had quietly set up. That's the detail that's easy to miss if you're only watching for the reaction shots. This isn't really a story about a mark on someone's collarbone. It's a story about a piece of throwaway comedy actually landing, weeks after it was planted, in front of an audience that remembered. But there's a piece of this almost nobody is talking about, and it might explain more about how this kind of moment spreads than the moment itself does. Variety shows built around a rotating, semi-improvised cast, and this format is very much one of them, tend to live or die on exactly this kind of long-distance callback. Producers can't script real chemistry, but they can watch for it, and once a bit lands with an audience the way the strawberry joke did, it tends to get quietly kept alive behind the scenes, ready to be paid off again when the right scene comes along. Whether this particular reveal was pure coincidence or a bit of well-timed staging isn't something the available material confirms either way, and it would be irresponsible to claim otherwise. What is observable is the pattern. This genre of Chinese ensemble variety programming has leaned increasingly hard on multi-episode threads instead of single-episode gags, because a long thread rewards the viewers who've been watching from the start. A joke that pays off weeks later doesn't just land a laugh, it turns a casual audience into people who feel like they're tracking an ongoing story. That reframes the split reaction between Ding Chengxin and Zhang Linghe. It's less about who's more easily flustered on camera, and more about roles the two of them have settled into over a full season of filming. Across this same episode, Zhang Linghe consistently positioned himself as the group's self-appointed chief strategist, announcing his role with theatrical confidence the moment he walked in. Ding Chengxin and Zhu spent the scene quietly undercutting that swagger, telling him, deadpan, that his sunglasses made him look sharp, deflating his big entrance in under 10 words. That's not friction. That's a cast that has filmed enough episodes together to know precisely which buttons to press on each other, in real time, without a script. The sunglasses jab and the strawberry reveal are, structurally, the same joke wearing 2 different costumes. It also lines up with something else buried in the same footage that drew far less attention than either moment. Several cast members, including Jin Jing and Ding Chengxin, have started openly using Zhang Linghe's real given name on camera instead of maintaining the usual stage persona distance these shows tend to preserve. On its own, that's a minor production choice. Next to the sunglasses jab and the strawberry callback, it starts to look like a pattern, a cast, and quite possibly a production team, that has decided audiences respond more to unfiltered familiarity between colleagues than to a polished, distant performance. There's also a quieter angle worth naming: how Liu Yuning himself handled being put on the spot. He didn't perform outrage or lean into the moment for extra screen time. He gave the same flat, unbothered explanation on camera that he'd apparently give off camera, and moved on. On an ensemble show where 6 cast members are all competing for reaction shots, choosing not to escalate a moment that was clearly going to trend anyway is its own small, professional decision, even if it's one the source material doesn't let us read too much into. Internationally, the clip traveled faster than the context did, which is fairly typical for this kind of variety moment. Viewers who didn't know about the strawberry joke from earlier episodes saw only the reaction shots, the collarbone reveal, the 2 opposite faces, stripped of the setup that actually explains why the moment mattered to viewers who'd been following along. That gap between what a clip shows and what a full viewing history explains is a big part of why this kind of content spreads unevenly outside its home audience, and why translated recaps like this one tend to fill in a piece the algorithm skips. None of this needs to be a scandal to be worth covering, and that's worth saying plainly. A mark on someone's collarbone is exactly the kind of detail that gets flattened into innuendo the moment it goes viral. The available footage doesn't support any claim about the mark beyond what Liu Yuning said on camera, and nothing here confirms otherwise. What it does confirm is something bigger about where this corner of the industry is heading. Long-format, ensemble mystery variety shows have become one of the more reliable exports out of Chinese entertainment production over the last couple of years, and a meaningful part of that staying power comes down to exactly this kind of low-cost, high-payoff continuity writing, threads that cost almost nothing to plant and pay off enormously later because the audience does the work of remembering for free. It's cheaper than scripting a full drama arc, and when it lands, it produces the kind of clip that travels well outside the show's home platform, the way this one did. Zoom out further and it fits a broader shift across CN variety production generally: less reliance on manufactured, one-off shock, more investment in cast dynamics that unfold slowly enough to reward viewers who've been there since episode 1. That's a different engagement strategy than the single viral stunt, and it's one built to pay out across a full season rather than a single clip cycle. So this isn't really a story about a birthmark, or even about a joke that happened to land. It's a small, almost accidental case study in how a multi-episode arc of ensemble comedy can outperform a single scripted twist, and how much of what looks spontaneous on these shows is the product of a production team paying very close attention to what already worked. If you're the kind of viewer who wants the version of the story that goes past the headline, the one that catches the quiet through line instead of just the clip, that's what Rabbit News Hallyu is built for. Subscribe if you're here for the analysis, not just the news.